Tonight or tomorrow at some point, our first big atmospheric river is coming through Northern California. There's such a tendency to exaggerate the weather lately that I'm not sure, how bad it's going to be, but taking every precaution. Right now the skies are really beautiful with some really nice fluffy white clouds. But there's also this strange little wind that keeps coming through and knocking the leaves off the trees, and I've come to understand that when there's a little wind earlier, there's usually a big wind later, so we'll see. In anticipation of the road being washed out again, my neighbors have had some gravel delivered, some here and some up the road. It's cheaper to get it delivered when it's dry than when it's wet, so I don't know exactly when they're going to do the road, but at some point it's going to need to be done. This is in my driveway right now, and it's really not a problem. I'm just glad they had the foresight to order it, and we'll just see. It's about maybe 5:30, 6 o'clock, pitch black outside. Afternoon kind of went between warmish and windy. It was very, very cool. Even though there was some sunshine, the wind was really cold. Someone was driving a big, tractor type man-sized Tonka toy up the road to my neighbor's house, the one who lives at the top of the hill. So I asked if I could go. So we took the big tractor, whatever it is, up the hill, and I jumped off, was able to visit with my neighbor. Then when the job was done, I went down the tractor back to my house. Country living for you. I'm sitting here in my living room. My phone is finally fixed so I can talk to people. I got a second little radiator heater in here. Let me show you. Here it is. Instead of the infrared, this actually kind of heats up the whole room. I got it for 50 bucks at Walmart. I'm not sure what it's going to do to my electric bill. I have to go online and see. PG&E lets you check really on an hour-to-hour basis, but there's about a 3-day lag, so I'm just going to have to see. I'm really trying to keep the electric usage down. It's so high right now, and they've added this surcharge. It's just ridiculous. But when it gets cold, I got to keep warm. So I only have the heat on in this room. There's no heat anywhere else in the room. I have a curtain, an insulated curtain between the living room and the kitchen, and then the door's close to the bedroom. So I'm just heating this living room where I'm sitting. I've got some sewing going on out here, and a book, and the phone, and the TV. So I'm set for the evening till dinner. It's about 7 p.m. I'm making myself a little bit of dinner. I love these sausages in a roll. I had a whole one yesterday. It was just too much. So I'm making a half one here with some peppers and onions. I have some sauerkraut and relish and mustard and everything. It has gotten really cold. It's the sort of cold that just seeps into your bones. I'm sitting in the living room where it's cozy, but here in the kitchen it's a little chilly. It is really dark outside and extremely quiet. It's quiet all the time up here in the winter, but there's something about an impending storm which makes it quieter. I'm not worried or anything. I've got everything I need here. And here's my half sandwich with lots of extra veggies, relish, sauerkraut, mustard. It's small, but it's mighty, and I'm going to sit down now and have a bite. Well, there it is. Not the huge storm that they had told us would happen, but it's been raining pretty steady since about 4 a.m. I just made myself another cup of tea, and I think I'm going to just sit down, listen to the rain, and enjoy it. Well, the rain has definitely started winding down. I just read that this morning they declared it was no longer an atmospheric river, but a Gulf of Alaska low. Have zero idea what that means. It's about 40 degrees here. Pleasant morning. Everything always feels so fresh after the rain. I'll be heading out to work in a little bit. I thank you so much for keeping me company last night and for hanging in there this morning.